Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite ways to play any kind of video game is handheld. And that's the reason why I love my Nintendo Switch, or at least one of the many reasons why I love it. But in the past year, I have really started exploring all these retro, emulator, handheld gaming consoles. And surprisingly, a lot of them are really good. And that's exactly what we're doing today. It's been a few weeks because I've been moving, but today we have a new retro handheld gaming console to review. And this little tiny console is very freaking powerful and also very cheap. So we're gonna go check out the quality of this, then we'll come back over here and I'll give you my final thoughts about it. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a few weeks since we've done one of these reviews because I have been moving. But now that we're back doing these reviews, this is the perfect one to come back with. This is called the Powkiddy RGB10X. That's right, the names never really get any better, but some way, somehow, the consoles do keep getting better. And there's a couple colors to choose from, but I absolutely love almost like this dark burnt yellow color. I think it looks amazing. I really like the way the back of this console looks as well. And yeah, this thing kind of emulates a Nintendo Switch, or I guess that shape. It's strange that we call any rectangular console like a Nintendo Switch clone, but you kind of understand what I'm saying, right? So I've mentioned it before, but I have pretty massive hands, and yeah, this thing fits very comfortably in my hands. So from the very second you turn on this console, there are so many consoles and games to choose from, and this one is packed full of the good stuff, like Nintendo 64, 133 Nintendo 64 games. Look at all of these amazing games. This is everything you're gonna want to play. One of my favorite games to test on these consoles is Tony Hawk Pro Skater because you're moving so fast and you're grinding and things are just happening quickly. And if it can run this game, then it's gonna have no problem at all running all those other games. Unfortunately, I have to turn down the music, which is the best part of Tony Hawk games. It truly pains me to turn down the music. Alright, let's jump into Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Dude, I have not played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 in so long. It's actually probably the Tony Hawk game I have played the least. I've beat 1 and 2 and 4 in Underground and Underground 2 legit hundreds of times. Some way, somehow, this is the one that I've played the least, and I'm not really sure what the reason is. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact thumbstick as a Nintendo Switch. At least that's what it looks like and feels like. Let me pause this quickly. As you can see, it's like lowered in there. Like the Nintendo Switch would probably be raised right about here. I actually don't have my Switch near me for some reason right now, which is pretty strange, but this one is lowered in here. It does take a few seconds to get used to. It's not bad at all. Yeah, but just something to keep in mind. It kind of throws you off just a little bit. Boom. See if I can remember a special. Alright, I fell on it, but I can remember it, and that's the most important thing. Normally when I review these consoles, I just play games that I know. Dude, look at this. Stuart Little 2, made by Activision for the Game Boy Advance. We have to test this game out. Oh my god, that is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that animation was actually not bad for the Game Boy Advance. Oh my god, look at this. Stuart, what the hell are you doing? He's tweaking out, guys. Stuart, you have to defend yourself, man. You have to stick up for yourself, or people are always gonna walk all over you. Dude, this is amazing. Can we go in there? Hell yeah, we can. Okay, let's look at the actual console. We have the thumbstick we talked about earlier, and it's pretty comfortable. A D-pad, which actually feels quite nice. This is where it gets a little confusing. We have start and select. But if you look closely, we have start and select again. I pressed this playing some games earlier. Not really sure if it does anything. We have your face buttons here. On the bottom, we have your headphone jack, and this is where the speakers are. We have a USB-C port here, but I don't think this one is for charging. I think this one might be for accessories, because on the top is where you're gonna charge this at. We have L1 and L2, R1 and R2, power, volume up and down, and reset. and then the back once again. So as you just seen, this tiny little console works incredibly well. And if I had to describe it, I guess in any kind of way, I think this is the perfect entry level or beginner retro handheld gaming console. Like these little handheld consoles that emulate stuff, this is the perfect way to jump into that whole world. So quickly, let me tell you a few things I really like about this. Even though it has a rectangular shape, and I mean straight rectangle, it almost seems like it would have to be uncomfortable. But surprisingly, it's very freaking comfortable. One thing about these consoles that kind of bugs me sometimes is it's kind of a me problem, but since I have larger hands when I'm holding the console, I hate when my hands mash into each other on the back of it. And as you can see, me regularly holding this console, I have no issue at all with that. So it's very, very comfortable. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in black, gray, and yellow. I absolutely freaking love this yellow color right here. When I was 8 years old, for my birthday, my aunt asked me what's your favorite color, and I wanted to be cool and different than the other kids. And I think my favorite color at the time was like lime green, but for some reason I said yellow. So she bought me a yellow Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow version, and from that moment it started my love of Pokemon games and of handheld gaming. So this yellow color right here really takes me back. One of the most important features is the games. How many games are on this console? What I'm about to tell you might shock you. 10,000 freaking games come stock in this console. So it's very comfortable, has a bunch of cool consoles and a million games. How expensive is something like this going to cost? Not only did I have to double check, I'm not exaggerating, I had to triple check. I have it pulled up right here. This console is fully priced at $65. So when I tell you this is a great beginner or entry level handheld retro gaming console to get into the world of like emulation consoles, I really mean it. 65 freaking dollars. But you know we can save you money over here. If you go to the description right now, you're going to find a link. When you click that link and put in code ROBOT at checkout, you're going to save an additional 10%. So I mean, what the hell are you doing? Use a link and use a promo code. So another amazing thing about this console that I have to mention is it has a full battery life of 8 hours. Do I really need to say more? So would I recommend this console? The short answer is yes, but the longer answer is hell yes. Because it's really, really good and really, really cheap. And also the holidays are coming up. This would be the perfect gift to get for anybody who loves gaming. So if you have made it this far, just know I really appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram on your way out because that would be really cool. And you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.